Welcome back. All of the info is at the end of the video and some tips and secrets. Beautiful Scorpio, welcome back. What an active month we have for you. Now we are going to link into your energy for this month. I'm going to give you the support you need in hope that this finds you well to get to the other side. We do have the eclipse in your first house this month, so it's going to be quite transformative. It's going to be a bit tedious, and we're also having Mercury in shadow at the moment, moving into retrograde. So this month for you as an individual can feel very emotional. We're also going to have a look at singles, couples, and twin flames this month. Now let's have a look at what's coming through. Wowza. Okay, personally, in the first week to 2 weeks, I do see you guys maybe feeling a little bit tense. Look, it can come through this month where you're feeling, and I see the self-worth. It's like, okay, the Empress close I'm hearing. Is it me? Is it you? How do I feel? What do I want? Where do I want to be? Why do people treat me the way they do? What do I bloody want? You know, because it feels very penny little, the sky's falling down, you know, trying to feel like the pack, but really maybe it's something we're feeling over something that is a 3D issue. Okay, we'll dig further. Okay, I am seeing a bit of shadow energy here, and I do feel there could potentially be, if you're trying to look at a course or education or situations relating to your siblings, maybe comparisons, maybe emotions from the past coming up. Again, we've got Cancer, we got, you know, it's like feeling part of a group, feeling part of a work environment. I feel you're not saying anything yet. You're kind of like, am I in the right location? You're not saying anything though. This could be where you feel like a deer in the woods and you don't quite know what to do. I do feel, look, this new energy is coming through, but it's almost like don't get too scared and don't get too fixated on the fact that something has to stay the same forever. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm physically seeing there is a feeling towards a contract, a love interest, but it's more to do with you of what step to take next. And it's almost like your intuition. You're very, very psychic in energy. You tend to be very susceptible to environment, and you can feel that emotionally and psychologically. You're questioning, can you and can't you do something? Now, this is a good time for the subliminal, right? And what do I mean by that? We have communication in the reverse. We can poker face life. Sometimes we feel a little bit more crappy than usual. Sometimes we're feeling that if we were to express that, our direct foundation will fall down. And what would that mean for our stability? Have we gone 20 steps back? See what comes up. Yeah, having courage. Okay, what is the issue here at hand? I do feel some of you are going to be changing your appearance. Some of you are wanting to get fit, but just don't rush. It's like you're trying to push, you're trying to move that tortoise forward, and it's like you want to push and you want to go fast. You're going to have the action orientation this month, but I feel you may need to slow down for the first week and actually mull over what you're wanting to do, because I do feel at a foundation level, you're quite susceptible at the moment to vibrations, and I feel you could feel a little bit like, do I go left, do I go right? I do feel you should trust your intuition. I do feel you will have enough clarity this month to help you make these major decisions. I also feel there could be something to do with your finances coming up this month, and some steps, maybe a trip that you're taking to evolve it. There could be some family related dynamic, and because of that, it could potentially be putting pressure on changes in other areas of life. Look, I do feel you're gonna have to be very organized this month to tackle circumstances. But I feel you'll have the energy to do it. The other thing I would say is eclipses can tend to affect our nervous system. We can get very agitated. So if you have a way that you handle your stress, this could be a time where you're trying to find ways to get balance, right? You're trying to find ways to cope with the ebbs and changes. You could be looking at things from a different perspective. I also feel if you had felt judged by your nearest and dearest, this could be making you really look back on their value systems, their belief systems, and realize that it's their fair-based frequency, not necessarily yours. There is something coming up here that's changing, and I feel some of you, in a romantic way, you can have changed feelings all of a sudden, and this can feel very strange to you. I do feel there is a new chapter coming. But I feel you're going to be more structured in your approach. I feel you're going to take your time. I also feel you're going to honour your commitments. I do feel if you're struggling, you may need to reach out to someone, because emotionally, if this is becoming an issue, and it's sort of like I'm going backwards, I'm going forwards, this could note an ending and a new beginning, and that can be in the area where it's hindering the most. Let's pull a clarifier. Where is this hindering the most? You've had a lot of obstacles in family, dolls. Over the years you have. Also with Scorpio energy, those of you that are Scorpio, you all know we end up having births, deaths, and endings. It's like, the energy of Scorpio can get down to the grit. You can talk about the real things in life very openly. But this rebirth, you always know that there's a rebirth directly after. So when life for you goes to extremities, you do know something is coming to a head. And I kind of feel that you're also looking at, okay, now, is me changing directions a good thing? Do I change it altogether, or do I pause and change it gradually? So there's a left and right here that I feel you're kind of struggling with. You're not quite sure. I do feel the key to it is to, yes, honour the commitments, even though they're changing, but also to honour yourself, because there's something inside yourself that's changing. This could be to do with physical physical health, well-being, and ability to do something. Are you pushing too hard? Is there something that you need to do but you're not listening to your body? And I feel it's coming up this month, and that's a very loud message. Let's have a look at the channeled messages for singles. I think it's quite cute. Okay. I get that you have been thinking about two paths quite a bit. Now, it could be two individuals. It may be going down one particular path, two ways it can play out, or do you stay, do you go? I feel to a degree, initially through the week, you may find as we move into the beginning of this week, at the beginning of the month, I kind of get this feeling you're going to be a little bit more, you could be more agitated, but I do feel you're observing it, and I do think you're thinking on this person quite a bit. I feel you're trying to gauge where they're coming from, and it is very instinctual. I feel you're wanting to show a different face to what you're showing this person before. For some of you, the way it's coming through, you have your eye on somebody already now. This is somebody from the past, or this is somebody that you have your eye on. For some, there could be two paths. I do feel they've got a family-related dynamic going on. You might have looked at what would need to happen for them to be with you. This could be a family friend. It could be somebody you knew from childhood. A lot of you on the outside has changed, but it's also the emotions on the inside that have changed. But you may not be showing that to this individual. They're making reference to that. Like, they do know that something inside you has gone through a change. Yeah. Yeah. Emotions, behavior, psychology. It's like, you've gone through an evolution. You've gone through a change. I feel you could be going through another change. They also see you to be quite spiritual. They like your perspective. I feel, for those of you not in communication, and this is an I spy kind of person, I feel they could be accidentally coming out of the woodworks, and you may actually catch them somehow spying on you. This could be on social media. They respond very openly to your perspective, and it's kind of, spiritually what I'm getting is, I kind of feel they've checked up on you, asked about you. But they have physically seen. They're mentioning the hair. They like your hair. I don't know what you've done with your hair. Tell me what you've done with your hair. What did you do with your hair? They're making mention of it. Okay. One message I am getting is they don't want you to suffer, right? If you've gone through a tedious time within family and home, they're very concerned about your courage to move beyond that and to move away from it. They're mentioning environment. Because they're concerned that that can affect you later. Well, I don't know what this is about. Be interesting to see what comes through with couples. Yeah, they feel that. They feel concerned about you getting roped into a... it's almost like you may be the head honcho in the family. You may be the go-to person, right? You may be the mummified human being that carries everyone's drama. What their concern is in observing you, and I believe this is even couples and twin flames. It's a collective message there. The way we get taken up can get dragged down. And they do feel you have in your life, you know, made a lot of sacrifices. I feel this month is going to be where you have this own personal revelation. It is attention to the lack of many things, chaotic attention or unwanted things, holding on to places and disallowing your physical well-being, the well as disallowing and solutions to other things you are focused upon. If you would focus your attention upon the experience of physical well-being as much as you focus on the absence of it, not only would your recovery come quicker, but maintaining your physical health and well-being and balance would also be easier. Now, some of you could have this change really coming through where you feel you have had a lot on your plate. Maybe you've been at home a little bit too long. If there's been body image issues coming up, because we do have the self-esteem energy, self-worth energy, right? I feel you can become more active, but I also feel, you know, don't go to extremities. Rome wasn't built in a day. I also feel that self-love energy. Sometimes, you know, we're facing our shadow, and the shadow can be... shadow can be our fierce, let's put it that way. How do I see this person coming through for you? I feel you may bump into this individual. I also feel some of you can meet this individual at a social event, and I feel it'll be this month. I feel it'll more be around mid-month. I'm being shown a letter. What is this letter? You're kind of judging yourself based on some sense of communication that you previously had. You're going to see each other's perspectives. This person, what you've got to understand is this person maybe behind closed doors has gone through a similar situation as you have. You may have shared history with them, but I feel that there's going to be a balance, but there's some question mark over, you know, what path you're going to pick. And I do feel there's two individuals here. There's two paths. You could be looking at two options in career, two options in love, but I feel there's two options here. I feel it's about choosing what is going to be correct for you. One feels like a safe option. One feels like a... the one that feels like a safe option maybe is to do with nurturing over reality of deep, deep love. It could be a connection that's like, hey, I've known you for a long time, you know. Or it's just someone that has that nurturing energy, but maybe they've got, you know, it hasn't really moved. Okay, what is the clarifier for this? Let's get an outcome card. You got a new chapter, but you need to decide which one it is. I feel by the end of this month, you're going to know. You're going to know which path you're choosing. And I feel it's almost like chalk and cheese, you know, sort of having this wake-up call, having this revelation, deciding to have the courage to, you know that this new start's coming and know which direction to go in. And I feel it can be something very, very different. It might take you out of your comfort zone, but you will get balance. Try to not control it. Try to go with the flow. But I do see that being quite positive for you. Couples. Okay, you're quiet at the moment, but there could be something that you need to address. Okay, some of you, I do feel, have been quite stressed. Some of you, there's a situation at home that maybe you want to address. There could be an individual or a friend where you have been watching and you've been a bit concerned about them, and you are coming from a place of love, but you kind of want to give them a bit of a nudge. You're not saying anything yet. This could be a friend. This could be... you're being a bit worried about this friend too. I do feel for some of you, both singles and couples, I'm seeing a friend in the mix that you're a little bit concerned about. Some of you could be turning towards this friend for communication. The shoe could be on the other foot, but I feel they may be giving you advice and you're a bit wary about where they're coming from on this one. I feel within your relationship, the element of your partner's income can be changing. But I also feel you could be reevaluating a contract simultaneously. You kind of feel you're not resonating with it at the moment. Maybe some of you are thinking about, do you study? Do you move into a different field? I would pause at the moment. There is a new chapter coming, but I do see it's going to go in your favour. If you are wanting to look for another job, you know, put your resume out this month and spread it wide, especially because Mercury's retrograde. You'll tend to find that that can move very quickly and it can actually go in your favour. Some of you, I do see a change, but the change can be, there's a change of contract here. I feel there's something to do with home in the long run that you're changing. Some of you are being smothered by an individual. This is going to be a parent figure. I feel they're also saying some of you that are feeling maybe you can't overcome this obstacle. It can be maybe wellness, your routine, your schedule, the tasks, your resolution of what to do. They're saying you can, okay? They're saying you can and you will, and there is a way to have another chapter. They are making reference to the fact that you may need to do a little bit of an emotional audit of where your feelings reside, not just at a cookie cutter level. And this came through last month, not at a level of what would my family want me to be. And usually when we're making these decisions, our conditioning does dictate how we make these decisions. So especially because we do have the card of Cancer in reverse here, it can be to do with the fact that you had to grow up too fast. And so that in a child, you know, it's like you were the adult before you were a child. So sometimes when we're second guessing ourselves, our conditioning, you know, second guessing it, am I doing the right thing? It can be coming from the conditioning of our parents, and it's not that they did a bad job. It's just life, right? I feel you're having to ask yourself a question. What do you want? What do you want to do? This can be even linking to your partner. What do you want? What do you want to do? Because I do feel there's something that you have an opinion on, but you're not really saying anything. And I do feel there's a new chapter coming. So just make sure that you don't rush too fast, because I do feel whatever this is going to last for a long time. And if you go and where angels fear to tread, you may be a little bit regretful. I also feel go easy on the spending in the first 2 weeks. I do see you getting new clothes. I do see you socialising. I also do feel mid-month, some of you could, you know, really, really want to change the clothing. And I feel it probably can be a safer point of the month to do such. I also see you changing your hair. I definitely see you changing your hair. You're watching your partner at the moment. Why is this, please? Oof, okay, you're feeling you're doing too much. You do have the energy too, but you want an equal partnership here. Some of you could be getting a new car. Some of you are guided not to rush. Some of you, it's almost, I'm seeing extremes. I don't know why they're mentioning extremes this month, Scorpio, but they are. Try to keep that balance. Okay, what you're working towards. I think you've already moved through the Tower. Whenever I see this card, it feels like the Tower, and it's in reverse. So you've already been through the Tower moment. I'm not getting this as a negative. I feel as well, you know, something to do with your love life. You're having more of a reality check with that. You're having a more, it feels like a matured thing. So some of you are feeling things just got a little bit too stagnant. Some of you, it feels you're going more to the serious element of life, you know, where it's more routine orientated, it's structured. But it feels whatever this is, it's evolving. And it can especially link to people around you, your private, intimate things going on in your life. You're being very selective about who you're letting in at the moment. I feel you stepping back. I'm seeing some of you feeling that you're not going to succeed. I do feel you are, but I feel you're just second guessing yourself. Look, those of you that are twins this month, I do feel some of you are going to have some bold decisions. And I feel with the twin flames, especially with the self-esteem coming up, the self-worth, self-esteem, I feel that you're viewing a situation, you want to see the true change of this. And I do feel there's going to be some bold changes. Now, if your counterpart has a family or children, or there's a karmic in the mix, it's showing me through these cards, your side, their side, something is changing. There is a new start coming, and I feel it'll be physically seeing them. It won't be to do with maybe you reaching out. You're going to bump into this individual. I feel initially there could be a few intervals where you'll instinctually know. Other times I feel the first part of the week I don't feel you'll know, and you'll just bump into them or they'll reach communication. Some of you, this is friendship groups, and it could be gossip through the grapevine that they've actually seen this person. New chapter, new chapter. Get ready, okay? This is where you thought your life was in stagnation. This person maybe is moving home. Some of you are like, no, I'm just going to focus on work. I don't feel universe has that in mind for you, Scorpio. I do feel they actually do have some beautiful things coming. Let's pull a clarifier for twin flames. Wow. I'm not joking. Seriously, there's a transformation. There is a total, whatever your life is right now, it is not going to be that by the end. Your connection's coming back, okay? But I feel first it's coming in the shape of you connecting with yourself. And I feel through you realizing you are important and you are loved. This is where I feel by you connecting in, you're actually manifesting this new beginning. I do feel for some of you, you have a choice between two paths, and it's about what you feel that new chapter is going to be. Okay, how are they directly feeling, please? Okay, they may be a lot more confident than you this month, and I feel that can actually take you back. It might be like, whoa, that's moving quick. I don't feel you saying anything. I feel you kind of looking at it going, where the heck did that come from? Because it comes out of nowhere. But the communication, the stagnancy, and the style of actions, words, they're all, this is going to the past. So any of this ghosting, any of this rubbish, it's actually not working with you. This person's coming through the gate where they want to talk to you, and I feel they're going to be quite honest. I feel it's very heart-centered. I feel it's very gentle. I don't feel it's anything negative, but I feel it could be catching up, talking about the past. I feel there's an opportunity here to heal. I do feel it's going to move slow, but I think that's just the way it needs to be. This can be it starting off as just a casual conversation to moving into something very, very serious. I do feel there could be a tedious point where emotionally it could get a bit uncomfortable. I do feel if you felt like, you know, maybe feeling not confident in your vision and how you looked, they're not seeing you that way. They're very comfortable, they're very calm, and I do feel they actually do want to move forward with you, and they're happy to take their time with you, providing that's what you're wanting. Okay, advice for Scorpio, twin flames, please. Okay, you guys are a little bit scared that there's more drama. What is this to do with, please? When is it tying up? Okay, there appears to be a circumstance. This can be to do with their money. It also can be towards maybe something that they have to pay repeatedly. For some, it could be that they have a child. For some, not all. But you're kind of like, okay, is everything cleared up? Are we good? Can we go? That's what you're thinking. Yeah, it's to do with money. This can be a change of a career. It can be the things that they can depend on. They do want to help you. Yeah, it's something to do with the past. There's something that's clearing out. They're ready to go. It just feels it's not tidy. Do you know what I mean? So how this is coming through is there's a few ways this can be playing out. Either moved house, moved job. It's something to do with wealth, and it is a new journey. No matter what, it is a new journey. They're on the same page as you. The thing that the card is saying is it doesn't mean we won't have dramas. Now, I don't mean in a toxic way of ghosting. I mean in a way of the tidy up. So, you know, that can take a little bit of time. But the worst is going to be behind you. But it's working through the things, which can be the challenging emotions, the feelings, the how something affected you. I feel you're going to move beyond that this month, and I do feel it to be quite positive. I do see, for those of you that are wanting to meet new people, be careful, because I do see a friend trying to tee you up with another individual, but then you get a phone call. Take care, beautifuls. I'll see you during the month. Come through and join our notification hub on the website at YILDIZ Readings 5D. Never miss a notification. Do click the link directly below and it takes you straight there. Very separately, we do have free star sign subscriptions and twin flame, as well as the paid version where we dive deep, and yes, we have duo packs. The duo packs give you free meditation tracks that are hosted via the website with up-and-coming education content. For a personal booking, you can go directly below. We also have the webinars coming up. So if you don't want to miss such, visit the website. Otherwise, I'll see you live throughout the month. Please comment on the video. It shares it through the algorithm. And thank you. And I love you all so much for being part of YILDIZ Readings 5D journey.